everybody? Jamie with Unleashed Omaha. Back at it again, doing training videos for you guys. Today we're going to talk a little bit about equipment conditioning, okay? So equipment conditioning, we have leashes, we have harnesses, we have halties, we have, for bite work, we have chatter sticks, we have muzzles, we have all sorts of different things that we really should take the time to condition our dogs for. So every tool that we use in our tool bag for dog training needs to be conditioned so that there's no negative, what some dog trainers call superstitious associations with any of our training equipment, right? I don't want my dog associating a collar with punishment. I don't want my dog associating any of my equipment with solely punishment. All things should be neutral, okay? So how I'm going to do that is Ray here has had a little bit of conditioning with marker training. She's started to understand that the word yes means food and that she has food coming. So the only reason she has a leash on right now is she's a little new to the game and she likes to wander. She's just, friendly, nice Doberman. And we just want to do a video on how we condition our collars. So when we were younger kids, especially back in the day, we had associations with certain equipment. So we have our dad comes home and we're in trouble and you see the belt come out and you're hauling butt because you know what's coming. You know that he doesn't pull the belt unless you're getting your butt whooped. Now if he pulled the belt every time and gave you a $100 bill, you probably really learned to love that belt. But that's not the way that it was. The belt represented punishment. So we can make these tools, whether they're halties, whether they're slip leads, dominant dog collars, slip leads, prong collars, electric collars, muzzles, okay? We can make all these tools a positive source, right? We don't want there to be a negative association with our equipment. We want positive associations with our equipment so that our dogs are not savvy. They don't start going, oh, I only get punished when I have the electronic collar on, and my dad only brings me out to do obedience with the electronic collar on, so now I have a negative association with the electronic collar, and every time you try to put that thing on me, I'm out. Or my dog is already shut down, or my dog is already in a negative state of mind because he's like, great, now I'm going to go to the park and get punished for 2 hours or an hour or whatever with the stupid e-collar. No, don't do that. Don't make equipment biased by only using it for certain things. Your equipment should be neutral. So how we start conditioning these things is with food. So Ray likes food, yes. So I'll start her off, right? I say the word yes, yes. A couple pieces of food, yes. A couple pieces of food. I get her into the zone. All right, I love this. This is like me just handing you $100 bills, right? You'd love me if I did that. I'd love anybody that did that for me. So once we have that start to go, then I'm going to start marking my behavior. So for a really skittish dog or a dog that has a negative association already, say your dog, when you pick up the prong collar, it's like, nope, I'm out, see ya. You need to counter condition that. You need to undo what you've done. You need to make that collar something that they dread into something that they love. So I have a collar, my dog even looks at it. Great. Okay. Yes. If she even looks at it, I mark it. I give her food. Good job. Okay, I switch hands. I put it over here. She look, no, hey. Right. Yes. Even in the beginning, I'm just paying her, if she looks at the collar, yes. Even if she looks at it. So that's like if you have something that your dog has already had an association with. When you're doing this for new, all I'm simply going to do is I'm going to have a leash, so she can't go anywhere. I put it underneath my foot, and I have my collar. I put it around my dog, Yes. I mark it, okay? And then I give my dog food. Good job. Couple pieces of food. You can do this with their daily food, okay? That's all you gotta do. Put the collar around, yes. Give them their daily food. Stop feeding out of bowls. I've said it about 3-4 times in my other videos. Stop feeding out of bowls. 2 months, put the bowl away. Or during your training period, yes, put the bowl away. You'll notice I'm not even latching the collar. I'm not even clipping it together. I'm just simply over top, or I can do underneath. Yes. Okay, I'm building confidence for the equipment. Now Ray doesn't have a freaking clue because this is her first time doing this. So she doesn't have any associations with this exercise. It's completely new. Yes. But I guarantee you, if I do this 3 times a day for the next 3-4 days and I start pulling this equipment out, yes, she's going to start knowing what time it is. She's going to be like, hell yeah, yes, it's equipment training time. It's just like you and I. If you see me on the street, I have no association with you. I don't know you, you don't know me. Yes, there's no association there. It's an unconditioned stimuli. Unconditioned stimuli, okay? Yes. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking the unconditioned stimuli of my leash, presence on my leash, yes, and I'm pairing it with the word yes and with food. I'm making this positive. So eventually, yes, I'll get a conditioned, my conditioned stimulus, once I've conditioned it, gets a conditioned response. I go like this and the dog's like, hell yeah, put that thing on me. Yes. And they slide right into the collar, right? They start going, I love this game. You know, or they'll sometimes start to drool. Because they're like, hell yeah, like Harry over here is a mess. He's like drooling all over the place. Because he keeps hearing the word yes. So now, I had to do the same thing with my electric collar. I have my electric collar, I slip it on, yes. I slip it right back off. Food. I slip it on. Oops, sorry, right? Yes. I slip it right back off. I'm not tightening it down, I'm not wrenching it, I'm not putting any negative association. Yes. Simply paying her for putting the collar on, taking it off. Yes. Okay? I do this with my electric collar. The dreaded pinch collar. The collar that everybody's like, oh my God, you're such a son of a bitch for putting this on your dog. Okay? These collars are only as bad as the people behind the leash. So the whole punishment stuff, okay? Punishment is not a bad word, okay? Punishment is simply something you do with your dog, whether it's negative or positive. Negative not meaning bad and positive not meaning good. Negative means you're taking something away. So my dog doesn't do something correctly. I take their ability for reward away. The dog stops doing that, and then I reward them. I use negative punishment. I took something away. I took the ability for reward away from my dog to decrease the likelihood of them. Why would I continue to do something if I never get paid for it? Okay? So, now positive punishment is your old traditional pinch collar correction, e-collar correction, black collar correction, raising your voice, whatever. Okay? Punishment is part of training. It's not always going to be a pinch collar correction. It's not always going to be an electric correction. It's not going to be always shutting your dog down. In fact, if your dog is getting shut down by punishment, you need to kind of rethink how you're using your tools. Punishment should make that dog faster, make that dog more proficient, stop the errors in their ways. So if you see your dog always stealing food off your counters and you think you're punishing them by yelling at them and they keep doing that, guess what? You're not punishing them. Because they take some time and show them what they're doing is wrong, and then when they do it right, you give them food, or you give them toy, or you give them praise, and you do that instead of no, 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 because even bad attention is good attention. So take the time to train your dogs and show them what to do. So pinch collar, I come behind, yes, I'm not even linking it up yet. Not even linking it up. I'm just putting it around my dog's neck. Yes. I mark it yes. My dog's like, oh my God, this is awesome. All I gotta do is stand here. Yes. And you put different things around me. And I get food. Okay? Yes. Simple as that, okay? So I've got a pinch collar, electric collar, you can do this with a flat collar, you can do this with a slip lead, right? So if I want to condition my slip lead is awesome, I slip it over my dog's head and I say yes. I take it off and I give my dog food, okay? And eventually I have this here, I slip it on, yes. I pull it off, I give my dog food. I repeat this process. Yes, 3 times a day, 20 to 40 repetitions. Yes. My dog starts to love this collar. My dog actually will start to come through it. Because my dog goes, yes, look at that. She's already putting her head through it, okay? She's already walking towards the collar. Right. Come here. Yes. She's already poking her head through, and I'm marking these little tiny steps in between. Yes. Before you know it, I have my dog shoving their head through my equipment, into my, yes, because they know the faster that they get the equipment on, they get rewarded. Yes. So all my equipment, my pinch collars, my electric collars, my flat collars, my slip collars, whatever I'm using, you can use harnesses. If you want to show your dog that every single time I put the tracking harness on you, we go and track, and you get rewarded. Guess what? After going out a couple dozen times with your tracking harness on, and going out and tracking and feeding your dog, doing the tracking work, your dog starts to have that association that when you put the tracking harness, you're going to go track. Same thing with my hunting dogs. When I put on their hunting vests, their flotation devices that they use to keep them afloat when we go hunting, they start losing their minds. Why is that? It's because every single time I put them on, we go hunting. Now, if I wanted to undo that, and I wanted my dogs to not be crazy when I put their vests on, I do the exact opposite. I put their vests on, and I don't do anything. Put their vests on, and I don't do anything. And then that my vest becomes neutral. But I don't want that. I want my dogs to be excited. I want my guys to get put into drive when they put their vest on. I want them in drive. I want them excited. I want them ready to work. Service dogs, same thing. They put those harnesses on them. The dog goes, it's time to work. I put an agitation collar on my protection dog. He knows it's time to bite somebody. Awesome. They see a guy, a decoy in a suit, they start getting jacked up. I have not done any training to show that dog to get excited for that, but because he loves the work that he gets to do and he sees that picture, he's made that association. Guy in the suit, I get to bite, I get to have fun. Awesome. Now my dog is like super jacked when he sees a guy in a suit. He starts making that association. So always having positive associations with your equipment, or even neutral associations, just feeding your dog. But I like to have positive associations with my equipment. Your dog shouldn't be afraid to put a harness on. Shouldn't be afraid to put a leash on. Shouldn't be afraid to put a pinch collar on, an e-collar on, a muzzle on, any of that. Any of your equipment, your dog should be excited to put on because it represents you're going to work and you're going to go do something fun. Now, when I have these different collars, okay, I don't just put this on when I'm just going to go do obedience work, okay? Because if my obedience work, and I'm an unskilled trainer, and my obedience, Nico, hey, that's enough. And my obedience work is nothing but compulsion, guess what? My dog learns to hate this, okay? Or if I put on my, same thing. I can put a harness on my dog and go do obedience and punish that dog. And now my dog hates the harness because he knows every time he puts the harness on, I go out and I do obedience, I get punished. So it's not the pinch collar, it's not the harness, it's what you do when the stuff is on. So in order to neutralize collar savviness, which a lot of dogs do pick up on because when they put the electric collar on, most of the time people are going out and they're putting stim on their dogs. And they're going out and putting stim on their dogs every single time. And you go out and you do that 2 dozen, 3 dozen times, and all of a sudden your dog goes, oh shit. He's putting on, sorry, pardon my language, crap. He's putting on the electric collar. I'm not going to have a good day. So change that. Put the electric collar on and go out and play with a tennis ball, with a tug, with what your dog enjoys. Go out and just feed your dog. Go out and just play with your dog. Go out, put the collar on him, mark it yes. Do a 5-10 minute session where all you're doing is paying your dog for attention. And when you're done, take the collar off, put your dog away. Same thing with the pinch. Same thing with the electric. Same thing with your flat. Same thing with your harnesses. When you go out, put your equipment on and go have fun. That way, your dog doesn't go, well, this equipment only comes out when I have to get my ass kicked. Beautiful. Great. Now I hate this collar because I know what happens afterwards. But if you go out and you have fun and you play ball and you play fetch and you develop your relationship and you feed your dog, then the collar means good things are coming. Okay? Some professional competition obedience trainers do the exact opposite. They have their collars on, they're walking their dog out to the field, they take the leash, or they take the collar off, and they mark it. When they go out to practice, their obedience work, because in AKC obedience, Schutzen, Mondio, whatever, the dogs have no collars on. They're naked. They don't wear equipment. Okay? So what they do is they train the dog that when the collar comes off, it's time to work. So you can train this stuff any way you like it. Just be consistent with it, okay? And if you screw up, or your dog already has a negative association with the collar, then start doing repetitions for the work to make that collar awesome again. If your dog, you pull a pinch collar on, your dog's like, hell no. No way. You are not putting that thing on me. I will actually bite you if you put that thing on me. Some dogs do that, because they have such a terrible association. Why? Because it works. They bite, the person doesn't put the collar on, no, the dog wins. Okay. So if a dog is going to get aggressive with me and violent with me because of the pinch collar or an electric collar or whatever collar it is, or harness or whatever, Coda, come on, then I just do counter conditioning. I just have the collar with me. I wait for the dog to calm down. I say the word yes. I repeat the steps. Before I know it, I have the dog here with the thing. He looks at it. I say yes. I repeat that. And I want to work in the dog where they're in a comfortable state. If your dog is stressed out, take further distance in between them. If they're stressed out beyond stress and they won't even take food, then you need to back up. Okay? But this is how you take time to condition your collars, condition your leashes, condition your pinch collars, condition your e-collars, condition your flat collars, condition your harnesses, condition your hunting vests, condition tracking harnesses, whatever the hell you want to condition, even muzzles. I'm going to do a muzzle video here shortly too, so you'll get to see that and how to make that a positive thing. Make it positive, make it fun for your dog, and they will love you for it, and then when you put it on, you go out and you have fun, 5-10 minutes of play, come back, take it off, put the dog away. Wash, rinse, repeat. Do that for a week. All of a sudden, now your dog loves all your equipment equally, because we always go out and play and have adventures when we put our equipment on. So, take the time, condition your dogs, even for their collars. It's just one more step you got to take, developing your relationship with your dog. It's not hard. It takes 5 minutes, 3 times a day for a week, and all of a sudden your dog loves all the stuff and all your equipment. Okay? If you guys have any questions, email me, Jamie, Jaime, at unleashedomaha.com, or you can message me at the Unleashed Omaha page on Facebook, or you can call me directly, 402-965-1114, and we can schedule a lesson for you, and I'll come to your home and I'll actually walk you through these steps and show you how you can kind of speed up the work instead of having to watch my videos over and over and over again. If that's what you want to do, hey, that's why I'm doing this stuff, okay? I want you to have an awesome relationship with your dog, and there's nothing that I'm going to tell you that you can't go out and find on Google or YouTube anyway. So let's just all have a good time. Let's train our dogs. Let's do it right. And if you want a little help in your dog training quest, so to speak, give me a call. I'll come out to your house and I'll walk you through this stuff, and I'll show you how to do it firsthand. I'd love to. I love this stuff. I love dogs. I love dog training. And I will say this, you know, it's a hard thing for me to admit, but I have misused this equipment before, and I have done wrong things before, and I have incorrectly used pinch collars and incorrectly used electric collars, and you know what? I'm a human, and I made mistakes, and You know, some of the relationships that I've had with some of the dogs have been damaged because of that, but I'm going forward this day and not doing that anymore. And even if you have made mistakes and you have made negative associations and damaged your relationship with your dogs, you can undo that. Just stop doing the old stuff, start doing the new stuff. Recondition. You can always, well, not always, but 99% of the time you can undo what you did. You just got to put the time in, and usually it's a lot more time than you took to screw it up in the first place, but if you're committed and you're willing, you can really develop an awesome relationship with your pets. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Other than that, you guys have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.